Well, the end times that everybody has been prophesizing are finally upon us because TikTok officially has their nuts on the chopping block, with Montana becoming the first U.S. state to pass a bill that would ban TikTok on all personal devices. Now, of course, this is directly following the absolute joke that was the congressional hearing where they debated for and against TikTok's ban. That just ended up turning into a clown show, sounding a lot like a middle school lunch table argument. Just nothing of real substance happened at that thing. It was just an absolute goofy goober fest, but this looks like it's the first actual step taken towards banning TikTok in the United States. So all 12 people that live in Montana are probably absolutely heartbroken right now, on the floor, puking, throwing up, slamming their fist on the ground, cursing God for allowing this to happen, because it's a travesty, really. But let's go ahead and get into the bill that was passed yesterday as of me recording this, probably 2 days as of me uploading this. But anyways, like I said, it was passed in Montana on Friday, and it became the first state legislature to approve the wholesale TikTok ban, affecting nearly all devices in the state. But the bill itself is called SB 419, and it was just recently voted in favor for by the House of Representatives by a margin of 54 to 43 on Friday. And since Montana State Senate already approved the bill about a month ago back in March, that means the only thing stopping it from becoming a state law is a signature from the governor, whose name is Greg Giantfort. Greg Gianforte. I don't know how you say that. And if he does decide to give his John Hancock, the ban will take effect in January of 2024. And just in case you don't know how it works with state laws, typically how it goes is one state will kind of start the trend and, make a law, and then they'll human centipede it to a couple other states who just follow the line leader, and they'll also implement the same law. Because it's monkey see, monkey do, and then it just trickles down to a bunch of the other states. So since Montana is one little squiggle on a piece of paper away from banning TikTok, that means a couple other states are probably going to do the same thing. Now, personally, I don't care if TikTok gets banned or if it doesn't get banned, and I also don't care about the argument for its ban, them saying it's spying on you and whatnot. The U.S. government spies on you currently. This is just a different government spying on you, even if they really do spy on you. There's no concrete evidence. But, China has sent the spy balloons and whatnot, so who really knows? Just know, regardless, you're getting spied on by somebody. Whether it be the Chinese government through TikTok or the U.S. government through all the other social medias, you have no privacy, practically. This is like 1984. Big Brother's always watching. Anyways, in this article, it also mentions that if Congress were to actually make a law themselves, if they were to do something after that horrible hearing and make like a law saying TikTok's banned nationwide, that'll override the Montana ban and it'll ban it for every state across the country. But if they say that TikTok doesn't get banned anywhere, that'll also void the Montana bill and make TikTok not banned in any of the 50 states. And now, if you haven't clicked off the video yet and you're interested in the boring part, how the bill itself works, SB 419 prohibits TikTok from operating, quote, within the territorial jurisdiction of Montana, over fears the app could be manipulated by the Chinese government for espionage purposes. Oh, there's the word, the same argument they were using in Congress. And now I understand the privacy concerns. Everybody's scared of somebody watching them, spying on what they're doing every second of the day they're on the internet. And I get it, everybody likes their privacy. When I go to a public restroom, I never poop with the stall door open because I don't want people looking at me. And if you do that, congratulations, you got some big nuts or some serious mental problems. But regardless, everybody likes their own privacy, so I get it. And maybe I'm missing something here, but I just don't get why people are so up in arms about potentially being spied on through TikTok. Like, a very similar thing happened with Facebook, but nobody made a big hoopla about it because it was a US-owned company. They can spy on you if they're a US company, but God forbid another country spy on you. Whoa, that's where you cross a line, buddy. You cross that border, you cross a line. But also the bill continues and says if TikTok or App Store violates the law, Montana's Department of Justice, the DOJ, could slap them around with some penalties of up to $10,000 per day for the length of the violation. And those fines would apply to the entities facilitating TikTok's download rather than the app's users. So the user base of TikTok wouldn't actually be getting a little smack on the bottom for the punishment. They wouldn't get punished at all. It's more so the people who were allowing them to still access it. And now, I'm not sure how it would work with a VPN and whatnot. I don't know if you'd be able to use a VPN in Montana and like act like you're over in Arkansas and still be able to use TikTok. I don't know if that's how it works, but you would think that's probably how it works, right? But one of the quotes from Montana State Senator Shelley Vance said, "TikTok endangers the safety of Montanans." That's the word for people, Montanans? Montanans. I don't know, that sounds stupid. I'm a Montanan. Montanian. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. And Americans at large. And like I've said countless times already, that's the main reason people are pushing to ban TikTok. They think that it knows when you're sleeping, it knows when you're awake, and it knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. It's treating it like it's Santa Claus, just always watching, always knowing what you're up to. And then the people who don't want it banned are saying that it goes against the First Amendment rights. You're breaking freedom of speech if you ban TikTok. And there's an argument to be had on both sides. But me, I'm a fence setter. I don't care either way. I'm just here to talk about it and make fun of people on both sides. Anyways, Senator Shelley continues and says, we know that beyond a doubt that TikTok's parent company ByteDance is operating as a surveillance arm of the Chinese Communist Party and gathers information about Americans against their will. And that whole quote sounds a bit scary, but me personally, I just can't be bothered to care, honestly. I've just accepted the fact that someone's probably listening to me through this microphone as well as my phone microphone. Heck, even my monitor might have a secret hidden microphone in it where they're monitoring what I'm saying so they can throw ads at me that I might be interested in. I just personally don't care, and I know you don't care what I personally think. You're here for the facts. So, let's continue. These people think that TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, pretty much engineered this thing in a lab, Dexter's Laboratory style, sugar, spice, everything nice. They even did some Professor Utonium stuff, and made this perfect social media that would become the #1 social media that everybody in the world would use. All for the sake of spying on the United States. Now, if that's the case, big brain maneuver. You know, that's some like real brain blasting they had to do to do that. That you got to give them credit at least, you know, let them spy if they're going to put that much effort into it to spy on US citizens. Like, that's dedication. So that's everything, and who even watches outros anymore, so I'm just going to cut it off.